Hello, good evening, ma'am. My name is Shivali. I am a student of Grand Canyon University. Today, my topic is benchmark, organization design, structure, and change presentation. So, in my presentation, my main focus is the major issue where I worked. So, I worked in Reliance Communication, and there was major issue was low engagement. The reason for low engagement was the poor management. The quality of management was not good. So because of that, there was many problems which were faced by all stakeholders. We can say that all employees and all managers also. And low engagement, it leads to decline the productivity and the high turnover, and also it increases the stress. There are many our colleagues who don't want to work there just because of the uh, quality of management. So uh, we can say that the ramification, the underperformance, the ramification are poor quality of management, weaken the performance of employee. So employee cannot perform good, and they demoralize their capacity, and the customers are also not satisfied. If the employees are not good, they are not satisfied, then how customer can be satisfied? So it increases the absenteeism also. And if we'll talk about the consequences of failure, there are many bad consequences of this failure, like the quality of management. It damaged the goodwill of the whole organization, whole Reliance Communication. It decreases the trust among the all stakeholders, because if the management is not good, so nobody can trust on that. And there is also the partiality and high turnover, which leads to the recruitment cost. It increases the recruitment cost. And the next is, if we talk about the forces influence organizational structure, there are many forces, internal and external forces. If we talk about the external environment, like the dynamic and stable environment, and if we talk about the organization talent, there are many persons who are highly talented in the organization. And the organization size, big or small. Like if the small organization, we can change the fluctuation is easy, but if the organization is big, it is difficult to change, and difficult to fluctuate the things. And if we talk about the behavior expectations and attitude to encourage or suppress, if the attitude of the superior managers or the management is not good, so it cannot encourage the subordinates, it will suppress it. And production technology, it affects on the production technology, like the unit production, mass production, continuous production, and the organizational change structure to support the change. And effect of lack of quality of management, what is the effect of this quality? Like because of that, the first of all, the productivity, it affects on the productivity, low productivity and the depleted morale. So people will not encouraged and stop believing the mission, the stakeholders, the customers, they will not believe on it because of bad management. And diminished potential, no role model, because every time we our role model is our leaders. If the leaders are not good, so it diminishes the potential, so there's nothing. And the resignations, and the workers, the employees who are very good, who are skilled, they don't want to work in that type of organization, so it increases the resignations. And the next is embodiment of conscious capitalism. The conscious capitalism, my favorite part of that. So it is that there are four embodiments. The one is a higher purpose, which is beyond the profit, and the stakeholder orientation. It includes all the stakeholders, the focus on the whole business ecosystem. And the conscious leadership and the conscious culture. Conscious leadership emphasis on the we rather than I, it is selfless. And the conscious culture, it is based on the trust and cooperation among all the stakeholders. And the next is if I'll talk about my organization, the conscious culture and conscious leadership is not here because of the bad management, quality of the management. So there is selfishness, the managers are not good, and there's dictatorship. They just dictate us, like we have to do, they never listen us. There's no cooperation, there's no respect of subordinates, and we didn't get the chance to participate in the decisions. This is the main problem. And if you talk about the effect of conscious management, conscious culture, so there is a clear vision, clear mission, strategy, and the productive dialogue, the participation. These are the things of the effective conscious management and conscious culture. So improvement plan by Kotter's 8-step challenge. There are 8 steps of Kotter's challenge. Like the first is create urgency. If I have to make a plan for that, so I will make people understand that why change is necessary, so how they can inspire them, like they should move from the present situation to the future situation. And the next step is the form a powerful coalition. I'll create it. Identify the key people. I will find out the people who can act as a change manager, change champion, who can inspire the other team. And the next is create a vision or change. So vision should be I'll make the vision which is short, clear, and understandable to all the members. And the communication, the vision, so it is also necessary that I should communicate the vision to all the members. And it could be written or verbally. Then remove the obstacles. Whatever the obstacles, we should remove, because with the obstacles we cannot work. So we can remove the obstacles by receiving and giving the feedbacks. If we get the feedback, only then we can know about that what's the problem. And create short-term wins. So we have to create the short-term wins. It means the work should be divided in the parts. And then we can show our team member the benefits of that change. Then build on the change. So first of all, we have to keep this change, like we should follow these small changes and anchor the change. Then the lastly, must ensure that the change sticks. Then embedded in the organizational procedure, then operating model day by day. And what are the challenges? Now the next is, what are the challenges faced by us if we'll plan this one? So the first is managing multiple teams, because it's not the single person work. We have to manage the multiple teams. Differentiating the needs of multiple sites. So updating appropriate documents, because if we are doing change, it should be good. We should update the appropriate document. And the juggling with the multiple simulation changes. So lacking visibility onto change process. Reversing a problem. Sometimes there are problem, we have to again reverse on that place. Then work on the quickly gaining appropriate approval. And there is also the problem of the approval. We have to take the approval for that. And how should we manage that challenges? First of all, help the others, embrace new opportunities, maintain relationship with all stakeholders, accept rather than resist. We should accept by heart. And over communication. Communication is the best thing. We should communicate with each person and clear what is the vision. And strategies for leading teams and fostering collaboration. What are the strategies which we use? The first is the respect perspective. The respect is the main thing. And the encouraging innovation. We should encourage our team and establish goal. What is the goal for that? And rewarding collaboration. We should reward who are participating in the changing. We should reward them. And reducing conflict. If there are many conflicts, more conflicts, we cannot work, and we cannot create the environment of togetherness. And help them connect and building trust is the main thing. If everything is good, the trust is automatically made. And lastly, I want to say that one bad leader can create all the environment bad. So if we want to make the organizational structure good, environment, so management, I think quality of management should be good. It affects a lot. And if there is any problem, we can solve it with the change, with the strategies, with the communication, with good feedback, receive feedback and give feedback. And my best thing is we can change everything with the servant leadership. This is the best thing we can use. If we will work with the employees, we come to know about the things what they want, so we can serve better. Thank you so much.